Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a game between nAedA and Rhett here on Fighting Spirit. Boy, it feels like it's been a while since we've been on Fighting Spirit. I got kind of excited when I saw the map name for some reason. Top right-hand corner is the green Protoss player, nAedA. Can't find anything about this player on the internet or on Team Liquid. And in the bottom left-hand player is the yellow Zerg player, Rhett. Rhett is a pretty darn popular player, but I'm not entirely sure who this is. If it's a smurf of a well-known player, please let me know, and I will change the title accordingly. Alright, so ZVP here on Fighting Spirit. Seriously, guys, I feel like it's been a while since I've cast a game on this map. It is the most popular map on my channel. I've cast a lot of games on Fighting Spirit, but very strange. Anyway, we're back on this map. We are back in the StarCraft remastered skin. Carbot skin is put away for the day. We do have, we're going to just mix it up, okay? I don't have a set schedule for this, but it's going to be Carbot sometimes and remastered sometimes, and honestly, probably more remastered than Carbot. I kind of want to keep it special. I want to make it something that you're excited to see, or if you hate it, maybe you hate to see. But Carbot himself retweeted one of the tweets I sent out about one of my casts, and then retweeted when I was live here on YouTube last week too. So I mean, Carbot giving me a little bit of publicity, getting me some Twitter followers, maybe some new subs. I mean, I am pimping his stuff, so it makes sense that he would give me some visibility too. And yeah, by the way, you should get the Carbot skin. It's $10 if you already have StarCraft Remastered, and get it on the Battle.net store. Alright, so Probe comes in, says, alright, that hatch timing is absolutely a hatch first play. Ooh! Hold on, is he oh my gosh, it's a Forge back home. I was talking about Carbot and I missed the Forge. Comments are going to be unhappy about that. So it is a cannon rush, and that pool just got started. Oh, Rhett is not scouting, and either. Rhett, how do you respond to this cannon rush? I really would like to know. I'm not asking rhetorically. Yeah, look at this. Even this probe's like, I'm not cannon rushing. Look at me scout around. Do. Nope, no cannon rushing from me. And another, oh, the visibility range. Oh, he sees it. No, why would you put those in range? Ah, he messed it up. nAedA, you want to put these cannons, actually, does it matter? I am not convinced it matters here. This probe really shouldn't die. All right, can these drones take down these cannons before they finish? That's going to be the game right now. That cannon comes up. It is taking serious hits. That one is taking serious hits. One cannon is alive. It is two-shotting drones. Kapah, kapah. And that one comes up. I don't know, man. This drone is, or this probe is helping too quite nicely. Not. He didn't do it. No, Rhett. Oh, and he shows the BM. B Protosses are so fun. Is he talking about a B rank? Is that what nAedA is? Is he B rank? Oh, the Lings though. Oh, are you kidding me? He got the Lings out in time to shut this down. Oh, Rhett, you are a boss. You are a boss among bosses. Okay, so actually Rhett came back from that. He was in all of the trouble in the entire world. So close to losing the game. If those cannons finish... Alright, so now those are lost cannons. Those are lost pylons. I think a probe died in there. It's 15 to 13 total supply. The workers account is not super happy for nAedA, and Rhett's got his natural base. And sure, he lost a ton of drones, but he's still sitting at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 to the... Yeah, about 13 or so here for the Protoss, too. So he's actually not in a bad spot. Kind of just reset the game there, which is interesting. But yeah, two cannons versus these Lings. Losing a couple Lings unnecessarily there was Rhett, but it's okay. He's alive. And he is happy to be alive. Alright, so Lings heading on down, trying to see what they can see. And the answer is, they're going home, so there's nothing to scout. Overlords are scouting around, though. Third base now coming up for Rhett at 4.5 minutes. Probably a little bit later than he would like it to. Oh, did he? He messed up the placement there a little bit. Had to fix it. No big deal. Gas getting taken here inside the main base by nAedA. And so far, so good. Rhett throwing out, I have a gas at my nat. Why are you gas stealing my main? Maybe nAedA's just trying to prevent Mutalisks, right? He's like, you need double gas for Muta. Single gas, you can do Scourge, but if you're going to go Mutalisks, you need double gas. So he cancels the gas. Anyway, nAedA is just trying to be the harassy boy Protoss today. Bit of a Maynard transfer down there to the natural. Not Maynard that you know, the Australian caster for StarCraft 2. A different Brood War Maynard player. I learned about this in like 2000 and... oh, like fall 2000. I was used to playing StarCraft with my friends, and I was really good. I would take 6 bases, I would get a Spire up, I'd make a million Mutalisks, and I'd win. And I thought I was the best StarCraft player in the whole world. Then I went to college, and in my freshman year, on my floor in my dorm, there's a dude named Link. And, I mean, there's no chance that Link is watching this, but if you're watching this, Link, seriously, thanks. Because he taught me how to play StarCraft. We played, and I was like, I can beat this kid. And he was like, yeah, no. And he shut down every one of my expansion attempts because I wouldn't protect it with anything. I wouldn't expand at right normal times. I was just like, hatchery, 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 let's go! And he was just like, you have the weirdest play style. But I was like, that's how Zerg plays! They have a lot of bases and they make a ton of stuff. And he's like, yes, true, but you can't just do it all at once, man. You're a crazy person. So anyway, he taught me how to play. He was actually pretty good on the ladder. The ladder back then was really full of hackers, though, and it was hard to get too far up, because if you logged on to the ladder back in 2000, the top 10 spots would be people with records of, like, 3,333 and 0, right? Like, they've never lost any of the 3,000 games they've played on ladder. It was a good time. It was really hard to get up there. So, StarCraft 2, they fixed the ladder problem, which is nice. Hackers get shut down every once in a while. Overlord scouting around here. I guess we could just talk about the game. Is that something we can do today? I believe that is something that's available to us. Spire, though. Spire there. Second gas taken now. So could have enough gas to go for some mutas. Especially because it took this gas so early at the natural base. But you know what? Considering the fact that there's not a Stargate here from nAedA, this very well could be Mutalisk play. We'll see. Actually, okay, that's a pylon. Man, we've seen this before. We have seen situations where the Protoss does not have Corsairs available for Muta attacks. And it does not go well for them. So Rhett, if he wanted to be trolly here, he did get a decent scout off. I think he's fairly aware there's not a Stargate. The fact that no Corsairs are forthcoming to kill his overlords is another pretty good tell. There aren't any Corsairs, nor is there a Stargate out. So if it's, I mean, he is pumping in that gas. 2 extractors here, not taking a third extractor. He's going for Sunkens here because he knows there's probably a decent Zealot push coming. But yeah, it's going to be Templar Archives. So what does Rhett have? He's got enough gas for about 5 mutas. The Spire is still finishing, so he can't start making them yet. 6 mutas. He's got the supply for it too. Spire gonna finish. Zealots and Dragoons are moving out. And what does he do? It is gonna be Muta. Alright, man. So he's doing 6 Mutalisks. And boy, howdy, are there no Corsairs to handle this at all. This is a pretty big, scary attack coming into this third base, though. That's why the Sunkens are here. That's why there are 3 Sunkens present. Lings are trying to help with this. Any Ling DPS you can get off is good DPS. Drones fighting in the mix as well. Gonna bring up some health bars just because, you know, it's important stuff. And yeah, Muta's popping out pretty much just in the nick of time. These Zealots are not dying. They are not dying to these Sunkens right now. And as a result, the third base is forfeit. What an incredibly powerful Protoss attack here from nAedA. He's not only capable of cannon rushing, guys. He's a pretty good player. Is this hatch? No, there's no way the hatch lives. Hatch is down. A lot of Zealots are going to die, but losing that third hatch is a huge problem for Rhett. I don't know, man. I don't know what he does. I mean, I guess there are cannons coming up to defend against the Mutas. That's the problem with having to use Mutas as defensive units is they reveal themselves. You can't sneak attack once they have revealed themselves. Oh, Zealot's just getting the run by. Just getting the run by into the main base. Ugh. All the drones have got to evacuate here. They're stacking up. I like the stack up, honestly. Keeps all of the Zealots in one place, and then the Glaive Worm bouncing. Hits multiples of them. That's a lot of Mutas, actually. We're looking at 11 at this point. 12. We got 12 Mutalisks in play. Zealots trying to keep the Mutas on this side of the map, which is really, really smart. And just Archons coming up. Still not going for that Stargate. So, drones transferring over to the third base, which is not actually a thing quite yet. Though it was replaced pretty quickly. actually. Man, these Zealots, man, they are zippy. They are zipping around at the speed of sound. Oh, crap, your hatchery's in trouble. Your hatchery is in trouble. 3 Zealots are attacking it. You have to consider Zealot to be 4 Zerglings. There's actually 12 Lings hammering on your hatch. But the Mutas are enough to handle it. So Mutas are playing base defense fairly effectively since they popped. I'm not going to complain about it too much. Hydralisk then on the way. Evolution Chamber coming in here too. Because if you're going to go for Archons, then Hydras are going to be a pretty good answer to that. Protoss player guy who's on 2 bases and has not gone for a 3rd base yet. But yeah, long distance mining probes. Well, the 3rd base is technically up and running now, which is fantastic. Muta stack is stacked right now. Yeah, they don't really want to engage. There are 3 cannons in the main mineral line and 3 at the natural mineral line and a cannon at the front of the natural. So, I mean, yeah, you could probably take those cannons down if you wanted, but how many mutas are you're gonna lose, you know what I mean? Zealots and Archons coming in, going after the ground units. Oh, that splash, though. Woo! Did you see that splash from that Archon? That was good stuff. I don't think Rhett can save this base, y'all. I am not convinced he can. Ugh! Every hit from an Archon is so bad. It's the dance of the century right now. Look at this. Archon's up to 2 kills. He's just killing Hydras. He's killing everything that he can. He really, really wants to get that those Mutalisks, but can't quite do it. More Zealots coming on down. And Hydras are not going to be the answer to this. Hydras, the answer to Archons? Yes. Are you stuck on a tree? Seems like he was stuck on a tree. Either way, the Hydra's getting cleaned out. And that means the Archon is safer. Which means... Oh, well, that's a lot of Hydras coming out from Rhett now, though. Okay, well... Zealots, not quite sure what they want to do. I guess they don't want to stick around where the Mutalisks are, which is entirely fair. This Archon does escape with 4 total kills. Zealots trying to make it to the main base, I guess, before they die. And no, that's not going to happen. It's suddenly 83 to 66 overall supply. So 3rd base, technically alive. 3rd base now on the way from nAedA at the top section of the map. But he's down a lot in supply to the Zerg, which is bad. That is so bad. Oh, High Templar free. Why are you out here, High Templar? Nobody knows. Apparently a giant mystery. Oh my gosh, there are so many. There's Storm's not done yet. Storm's not done yet. These Mutas need to pick off High Templar, but also not get wrecked. Oh my gosh, get wrecked. They are so low on HP. Got the High Templar. They got him. Hydra's attacking the front door, and there's no Storm yet. The fact that he has timed this to where there's no Storm available means the Hydras are virtually unstoppable for Rhett right now. I do not see nAedA holding this. Well, he could probably hold it, but it's going to be a lot of dead stuff, man. It's going to be a lot of dead stuff here. The Mutas are trying to help, but they're so seriously injured. They can't do much. Additional Hydras coming in. Actually, Zealots, I always underestimate how well Zealots with legs do against Hydras. Hydras coming up from the other side. The Archon is down, continuing to push. Your Storm is done now, by the way. And they're Templar with a lot of energy available. So I don't know the Hydras want to get in there. I mean, yes, keeping nAedA on 2 bases would be huge, but man, this is looking Jaedong-esque with the number of Hydras we're seeing pumping out here. Rhett playing this pretty well. That gateway is going to get focused down, but the Storm, he eats a large Storm. The gateway survives with all of 13 HP. Army comes out to try to save the day. Oh my gosh, running through Storm to try to finish off that gateway. They're going to get it. And by that I mean they're going to get stormed and zealoted into oblivion. What an absolutely insane microfest this is right now. Rhett's APM's over 300. nAedA's over 200 at this stage. The constant storms are just chipping away at the Hydra HP counts. More and more Hydras across the map all the time. 8 being produced at a time from Rhett off this 3-base economy. He is microing super hard. The gateway is going to take some shots. But actually, the Archon's going to absorb the shots first, and then the Zealots come out to chase them away. How much Storm is there? How much Storm can you dodge today, Rhett? Is the question that everybody has been asking. But yeah, man, it's going to be Zealots. It's going to be Storm versus Hydralisk. Kid Iron Amulet coming in here from the Protoss player 2. Cannon getting some free shots off. Zealots just being pretty cost efficient, man. High Templar joining the party, just waiting for that energy to get up to where they can throw down storms. Oh, 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 one gets sniped. They, again, sniping down the High Templar. Instead of getting the gateway, which the gateway is kind of messing up the pathing of the Zealots a little bit, I guess. Lurker aspect on the way. Missile attacks +1 coming in here, too. Jeez, the storms. Storm. Oh, every time the Hydra stop to kill some Zealots, the storms are there, man. The storms are ready. nAedA is now up 89 to 61 total supply. And this third base, he snuck it out. He's got some probes he needs to put to work. Look at these Zealots, man. They're trading really efficiently, I gotta say. They must be. If nAedA's up this much in total supply, these Zealots are trading well. Archon here to kill some of your Overlords. I don't know why. I mean, probably just kill Hydras instead, and they are in full retreat. 5 Hydras at a time in production. Trickling up 2 or 3 here. I don't know. I think we have actually turned the tide. If you are nAedA, does he want to push against this? Nah, he does not. He wants to come back home. He wants to make sure the third base gets saturated. He's got cannons defending quite nicely. And is there going to be a hive, man? You're going to go for a hive, Rat? Nah, production tab says Lurkers and Hydras all we need today, even though nAedA has shown some pretty good proficiency with Storm. So whoever this dude is, he's definitely pro level. It's in at 2:58 p.m. Those storms, that's not amateur stuff, man. That is enough to get you into a higher level of StarCraft than that. But at this point, 7 Lurkers in production, morphing in for the Zerg player. Third base, pretty happily mining. No gas from that, just 2 base economy for all of these Hydralisks, producing them just 8 at a time, consistently going. He's got macro hatches up the wazoo, and by that I mean he has 2 macro hatches. Overlord comes in and says, you've been sneaking a third base. How have you had so much stuff? Rhett's still down in supply here. Any supply blocked, which is bad. But, oh boy. All right, man. Lurkers burrowing on in. Storm on the Hydras. High Templar, where are you going? Get out of there. Does toss down a storm on the Lurkers to finish one of them off. This is an intense match, ladies and gentlemen. This has been going on. Started with a cannon rush. You can remember that. Jeez, that was all of 17 minutes ago. Hydras, once again, trying to get stuff done. Cannons firing on Hydras as they gum up and dance and retreat back is just so good for nAedA. They can't stand up to a direct assault, but in positions where the Hydras jump up, take shots, and the Hydras jump back, that's free damage. And that's what you want. Scourge in production, 11 Hydras at a time in production, +2 attack is done for these Hydras. No additional upgrades that seem to be forthcoming for the Zerg player. His Protoss has got +1 and he's working on +2. Hydras, I don't know about coming up that ramp. And Rhett decides, better of it. Never mind, he says. Another Nexus coming up on the left side here. Rhett dancing on in. High Templar need to toss down some storms now. There it is. A little bit late, but otherwise not too bad. Does he have detection? Don't attack into those Lurkers. What are you doing, nAedA? Get out of there. I guess it was maybe to drag the Hydras to the left side rather than the right side, where Rhett was not, or where nAedA was not quite ready for it. Trying to snipe down that High Templar. Storm gets off anyway, and the High Templar is alive, but not enough HP or not enough energy, or not enough to make it happen. That gateway is still alive. I honestly can't believe it. He is making Dragoons to deal with the Lurkers here, but suddenly nAedA seems like he's in a lot of trouble. Storms on these Hydras forever and a day, though. And that gateway is still alive. How? How is it alive? Never mind, it's gone. It hurt me. But this 4th base coming up is massive for nAedA. Rhett does not have a 4th base of his own, you guys. He's just pumping Lurkers and Hydralisks, macroing really well. He's probably going to be able to take down this base, especially if that Templar dies. As it does! The only Templar on the left side of the map. Yeah, that's bad. His Archon's also super dead. I do not know what nAedA was doing with that control. And yeah, remember what I said? Hydras and direct attacks on cannons, especially with upgrades? That's what I'm talking about. It's exactly what another High Templar dies. The control here Okay, you got a storm off on that one. That was nice. And bam, good game. nAedA has left the game, and Rhett is your winner in 20 minutes and 2 seconds. Just 3 base Hydra Lurker, man. Pumping it all the live long day. Shuts down the third base attempt of the Protoss player. Has the front door sieged. There is Storm available for nAedA, but not enough for his purposes. He's trying to go Dragoons to handle these Lurkers, but look how many there are. There are 11 Lurkers camped out at the front door of the Protoss and covering that back area entrance to the bridge too. These are +2 splash damage Lurkers. The Hydra is shutting down that third base. And yeah, once Rhett was able to turn the tides and put the pressure back on the Protoss player, he never let go. He never let up. He teched up enough to where he wanted to be and then just kept sending Hydras across the map. He's got 6 Hydras in production right now. So GG, Rhett. Hit that like button, by the way, if you like what you heard and what you saw today. Just gets me more visibility. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a fantastic, fantastic game from Rhett. In the end, it's 117,000 points for Rhett and 132 for nAedA. So he actually wins in overall points total. We don't see that a lot, but sometimes the loser ends up winning the total score, which in this case, it comes down to the fact that nAedA killed 204 units. Twice as many as Rhett was able to kill, which, okay, that helps a lot. Structures raised here by Rhett is 19, which is a huge number. And then resources. nAedA actually mines more gas. He mines more minerals. And he ends up spending about 2,000 resources less than Rhett did. So did he have a bank? I didn't remember seeing one. I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been Falcon Paladin. And yeah, you can find me at YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching and being here. I really appreciate it, you guys. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.